Hi guys, it's Jazz. Yeah, this video was meant to be for Tuesday, but it got held up, and for that I'm really sorry. It's been a pretty crazy New Year's, and there's just, I don't know, I don't want to bother you guys with details of my sordid private family life, but there's just been a lot of stuff going on. I've been a bit sad about it all, and I promise not to let that happen again. I promise to have access to the internet at all times, because, yeah. So, that's one of my New Year's resolutions. Okay, this week on Lbgtlove, we're talking about arguments in a relationship. And for me, this has always been one of the trickiest things. When I argue and fight, apparently, well, I've been accused of running away from my problems by my ex-girlfriend and by my mum. Not together, obviously, because that would be weird. But maybe that is something that I do. I don't really like confrontation. I get really upset when things aren't happening the way that I want, but if I love the other person, it's really hard for me because I sort of try and put up with what they're doing. I got into a situation with my first girlfriend where she was putting me down every day, and it was making me really upset, but I didn't know what to do, so I just kept going along with it. And I don't think anyone should be putting themselves in that situation, and sometimes it's good to fight and argue, but some people get too precious about things and they just argue about everything. I know someone who, they were dating someone, and that person every day would find something to fight about if they weren't being paid enough attention or anything. So I guess I would say to be reasonable, but sometimes it's good to just send, a Facebook message or an email or write a letter. Just be like, these things are upsetting me, and then you can talk about it. Because that's what I did when I had a big fight with my best friend. We didn't talk to each other for a while. I guess it was like a relationship in that way, but we wrote it out, had discussions about it, gave each other time to think. Sometimes giving each other space is the best thing that you can do, but when you're in a relationship with someone, it can be hard. So maybe they just might need some air. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, in terms of New Year's resolutions, I'm excited about this new year. I just bought this ukulele. See? It's blue and sparkly. I spent my New Year, I brought in the New Year with Amanda Palmer and Neil Gaiman. I don't know if you know Amanda Palmer or Neil Gaiman. Amanda Palmer is the lead singer of the Dresden Dolls, and she's done some solo work. And Neil Gaiman is a British writer, and they're married. And also awesome bands like the Jane Austen Argument and Michelangelo and St. Clair and the Bedroom Philosopher were there. You guys may have no idea what I'm talking about because those last three were all Australian, but you know what? You should look them up. They're awesome. And you should see the Dresden Dolls when they come to America, if you're American. And yeah, I bought a ukulele because it inspired me. What Amanda Palmer said about it inspired me to sort of try and be happy. So I'm going to start practicing that. Also, one of the questions that one of you guys wrote in a previous week really made me think, and it was, what are you doing outside Lbgtlove to help the gay community? And I had to think about this, and I realised that there wasn't really much that I was doing right now, that I could be doing a lot more. So what I've done is, there's a radio station called SYN in Melbourne, and it's Student Youth Network. It's run by 12 to 25-year-olds, and I'm a member there, and I've done a few different radio shows there, but about, Australian music or what have you. And this summer, well, it's summer for us right now, so this winter for you guys, I'm actually going to be doing my own show about lesbians, which is exciting. That happens not this Sunday, but the Sunday after. And it'll be from 10 to 11 p.m. in Melbourne time, Eastern Standard Time. But I might pop up podcasts or whatever for you guys if you want to have a listen to it. Or you can even listen online. If you so like, that would be really cool. But yeah, so these are my New Year's goals, to sort of be a better person, other than the traditional lose weight. I did get a haircut, but that was last week, so it was before New Year's. So yeah, thanks once again, and have a good one.